Welcome in to Auburn Addicts and welcome to another episode of Have You Heard? The boys are back. The best show, the best Auburn show on these YouTube streets, man. We coming for y'all.
Yes.
Hey, man. Hey, have you heard, man? We just catching you up on all Auburn news from the past 7 days. Me and my boy Nick Frazier, Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. Y'all need to check Nick and Marcus out, man. This is the coolest podcast in your ears. Understand? Let's get to this, Nick. Let me ask you a question, my man. Have you heard?
Okay.
Auburn's men basketball, man. 1-2 in the last 3 games, man. What's your feelings, Nick? Talk to me.
I don't, man. Is this a rough streak? Is this a bad patch? I don't know. Are we too small on the inside? I don't know. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's what I've noticed is if teams can jump out on us, it's hard for us to come back. It's hard for us to come back. We're not built to play from behind. From what I'm seeing, man, we got to be able to jump on these teams and get out there. And if we shooting the ball and the shots ain't falling, it might be a bad day for Auburn that day. But nah, man, I'm excited. I still think this team is a quality quad one team for the NCAA. I still think that. I still think they will at least go to the Elite 8, and I'm still saying the Final 4. So let's go.
Really?
Go.
Okay,
yeah, man.
Okay, bro. You're an Auburn.
I'm optimist.
Okay, you're an Auburn optimist. Maybe I'm maybe that's what makes the show great, man. I'm Auburn. Sometimes I'm a pessimist in this situation, man. I'm like, man, you let Kentucky come in here and beat you in front of your grandmama and your daddy and your mama and your dog, man. I'm like, man, come on, bro. You went on the road. Get stomped out by Florida. See, we ain't talking about that thing. They got stomped out by Florida, man, 81-61. You come back and win with South Carolina 101-61, man. I'm all excited, Nick. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I'm all excited, man. I'm like, okay, this is a statement game. And if y'all go back and watch Stan the Man, the Tennessee fan, he did a pregame show. And he was saying all the things Auburn don't need to do in this game, meaning coming, shooting bricks from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Williams not showing up, although he got an injury. To that point, man, he wasn't Jalen Williams. And if you notice, Bruce Pearl even said this, in games that Jalen Williams don't play well, they have lost all of them. Yeah, everyone in all their losses.
That's true.
Jalen Williams did not play well, man. So
that is true.
My thing is, man, it's too much of a. Stan the Man said this, man. I'm robbing Stan the Man, but man, it feel like I'm on a Six Flags ride, Nick. Serious, man. It feel like I'm on a Six Flags ride, man. Yeah, it's just like 1 week, man, we winning by 20 or 30 points. Then the next week we losing by 20 points. I'm like, man, give me some consistency, man. At least in the losses, man, let it be a close loss or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me the blowout thing, man. So Auburn, before that game, they was a 4 seed. Do you think they remain a 4 seed?
Kentucky's a streaky team. Oh man, college basketball is weird when it comes to the seeding thing.
Yeah, man.
So I think they stay at a 4 seed. The only thing that could hurt them is the way they lost. Like the way they lost, like the margin of victory. I think that's the only way. But I think they stay at a 4 seed. I do. I think they stay at a 4 seed.
I want to ask the chat, man. I want to ask the chat, and maybe it's me, and maybe it's the Auburn bias, man, and Auburn complex, man. But it seemed like the commentators really wanted Kentucky to win this game, man. It was just kind of like,
I mean,
it was just like
there's this narrative
for Kentucky, man.
There's this narrative going around like what's going on with Calipari and Kentucky as well,
right?
Like they not as dominant as they used to be. So I'm guessing, I guess NIL is really showing who can really coach and things like that. So that's where we going from there. So
man, I love that, man. I love it. I love it. Man, I love that you say NIL is really showing who can coach.
Yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. But it is what it is. So it is on that point though. Auburn women basketball is playing Alabama today.
Okay.
On Sunday. And they're winning.
That's what's up, man. Auburn's winning women's basketball is a bright spot for this season.
And they might, you know what? They might be a tournament team.
You think so?
They 16-8 overall.
Hopefully.
16-8
okay, let me ask you this. On basketball, let's stay here for a second. Let me say this. Auburn, I shouted this out on Twitter. Auburn men's basketball, the Auburn construction team showed up this week. Man, they was straight bricking, bruh.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bro, they almost built a new Neville Arena last night, man.
What is crazy? All the bricks that they was
company, man. 17 of 55 from the field, Nick.
That's a
17 of 55 from the field and 4 for 22 from 3-point.
Wow. You said wait. You said 17 of 55?
17 for 55, Nick.
That's 30. That's like 31% from the field. That's not good.
That's horrible, man.
That's not good. And then 18% from 3-point range.
Yeah. Nick, what is you a mathematical engineer? How you just
So what now?
What are you, a mathematical engineer? How you just was like, tell me you did that on a calculator, not in your head, man.
No, I did it. It was just basic. Nah, I did it on the calculator. Did it on the calculator. I don't want people out here thinking that I get. I mean, even though I kind of did do it in my head, it was a calculator.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
What I was saying, I got a question for you, Nick. I got a question for you. Have you heard of Did You Know? I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
If you had to rate, and I don't know if you've seen this, tell me if you've seen it. If you had to rate the most profitable basketball teams in the SEC, give me your 1 through 5.
Most profitable in the SEC?
Profitable. Yes. I think this is gonna shock you if you haven't seen it before.
All right, I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go first. Number 5, I'm gonna go off of in the SEC. So are we just talking like the total SEC? Or are we talking men's and women's? Or are we just talking
No, men's basketball. I'm sorry.
Oh, men's basketball. Men's basketball.
Men's basketball.
Okay. In the SEC, number 5, I'm going to go Texas A&M.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm going to go Kentucky.
Okay.
Wait. No. Number 4, I'm gonna go Auburn. 3, Kentucky. Off of brand name alone, number 2, I'm gonna go Alabama. And number 1, most valuable, I'm going to go.
No, I'm not saying most valuable. I'm saying most profitable.
Oh, profitable.
Just say last season, who, and I think this was for 2022.
Okay. All right. So okay.
But I'm just saying, just to kind of give you a
more profitable.
A little snapshot.
Okay.
What it was like in a fiscal year.
Okay, in a fiscal
year.
Who would you
think would be the most profitable basketball team?
So let's do that again. So number 5, I'm gonna go. I'm still go Texas A&M 5. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go Georgia. Number 3, I'm gonna go. Number 3, I'm gonna go Alabama, 2 Auburn, 1 Kentucky.
Okay, my thoughts were at least I was thinking maybe like you said 1 Kentucky, 2 Auburn. I would have said maybe 3 Tennessee.
I forgot about Tennessee. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe 4. I would have said Kentucky, and then maybe 5. Throw it in.
Texas A&M.
Just say Texas A&M.
All right,
check this out. This list shocked me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going backwards.
Right.
Number 5, Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee.
And they counted. They counted. I think they're throwing. Okay, they got Tennessee. Alabama. Who's this number? I think they threw Texas in here. But
really, they threw Texas in there.
Yeah, they put Texas in here from.
Oh man,
the new SEC. So it's Tennessee.
Okay,
they got Texas.
Okay,
3 is Alabama.
Yeah, off brand name. Yeah.
Kentucky is number 2.
Who won then? Who's won?
Arkansas.
Auburn. Arkansas. What? Arkansas?
Arkansas is the most profitable.
Auburn is there. What Auburn at?
Auburn is. I'm gonna go back down the list and go because I was shocked. Arkansas is the most profitable basketball team in the SEC.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Wow,
So
I would not have
is
thought
Arkansas. With plus 12 million. Kentucky plus 9 million. Alabama is number 3 plus 8 million. Texas is number 4 plus 7 million. Tennessee plus 4 million. Florida plus 4 million. Auburn plus 3 million. Auburn is number 7, man. I was shocked. I was like, really?
Wait. So they saying Auburn profited $3 million out of the basketball department?
Yes.
Come on.
Look how you looking, man.
That cannot. Come on, man.
Yeah, I looked at the same way. And okay, I'm gonna keep going. So you keep going. Oklahoma plus 2 million. LSU plus 1.7. Missouri plus 1.6. That's shocking to me. I thought Missouri would be more profitable.
They got to be both teams. They got to be both women's and basketball.
South Carolina plus 6.6 million.
600,000. Oh, yes, got to be
Mississippi State 0.2. Texas A&M negative. I can't even read that. They in the negative. Wow. Mississippi State is in Ole Miss is in the negative, and UGA is last in negative.
Wow, I was wrong.
And you have to UGA had a like trash basketball team the last.
But you would think though, just the alumni network that it would still show up to the games. But I must be wrong.
Yeah, man. No. Now with UGA, we look to go to Auburn games when they come play UGA. Now they're better.
Yeah, of course.
It's a great game. They are better, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that was kind of
weird. That's what it was.
But we're gonna get off Auburn basketball. We're gonna go to the next subject. They're 26-6, 9-4 in the SEC, man. And hopefully they can get some consistency, guys.
Hopefully.
What you got?
All right. Have you heard?
What's up, man?
Marcus Davis is ranked as a top 10 recruiter.
Wow.
Top 10 recruiter. That's top 10 recruiter.
When he got nobody was expecting him when he got hired on.
I wasn't.
Neither.
I know I wasn't.
I was like, what was my man? See, what's crazy, Marcus is recruiting so well. And who was those names you told me he recruited? Nick, the wide receiver?
You got Cam Coleman. Barry Thompson, Michael Simmons, and Bryce Kane.
Yeah, those
guys.
So tell me, Nick, were you one of those guys that when Marcus Harris got hired? It's funny, 4 and 5 stars make you forget who the previous wide receivers coach was. What's his name?
Ike Hilliard.
Yeah, man, we was hollering for Ike Hilliard, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what's going on? We need Ike. I guess, bro. I can't
even remember his name now.
Ike Hilliard still is great. He's still great. Still great. Still great. He's still a great guy. Still great coach.
No doubt. But Nick, I couldn't even remember Ike Hilliard's name a few minutes ago when we was talking about Marcus Davis and all these 4 and 5 stars he got on the recruiting. You know,
that's all
right. Let me give you this. Go ahead, Nick.
No, go ahead. You good.
Let me give you the top 5, top 10 recruiters.
Okay.
Fran Brown, Syracuse. If you look at this thing, though, I know why he is, because he left I think this is the coach that left. Yeah, he left. He was the Georgia's secondary coach, went to Syracuse and became the head coach.
Okay.
Man, if you look, he took a lot of Georgia players with him.
Okay.
Yeah, he took a lot of Georgia players.
All right.
Say
that first.
Fran loaded up the truck with Georgia players, loaded up the bus and took off.
Okay. Let's lead with that. Because who going to Syracuse? Who's like, let me go to New York. Let me go to Syracuse, New York. Nobody. And it's not in New York City either. It's on the western side of it. Ain't nobody trying to go.
Yeah.
Where it's snow all the time and it's cold.
He took a lot of Georgia players.
Okay. All right.
With him.
Let's lead with that one.
So Holloman Wiggins, he was the previous wide receivers coach at Alabama.
See what I'm saying? Look at this.
Now he's at Texas A&M.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, what is your job at Texas A&M? Same job?
Wide receivers coach. Yeah.
At Texas A&M. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Holloman. Okay. Jason Taylor, Miami. This is number 3. Former Miami Dolphins player.
Dolphin?
Yeah, he's a defensive line coach.
Where? At the University of Miami?
Yeah, at the U.
Wow.
Have you heard, Nick?
I did not know that. That is brand new to me. So the Hall of Famer, Jason Taylor.
Yes.
The most prolific, probably 3-4 linebacker that ever played a game of football.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's news to me. I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, defensive line coach at the U, man. He obviously he putting in work because he's the rated as the number 3 recruiter. Okay, Frank Wilson, LSU. That ain't hard to believe with the talent in LSU, man. I mean, in Louisiana, with them being the only school.
What position?
Position coach, assistant head coach. I don't know what he coaches, but he's assistant head coach.
Okay,
I don't know what he coaches. You know what I'm saying? But
hopefully, it won that defense last year. That's all I'm saying.
Didn't all them they got all fired, right?
I don't know.
Think they replaced the defensive staff. They did.
I don't know. There was a lot of rumors coming out of LSU early in the season. I mean, early in the off season, but we'll see.
Number 5, Junior Adams.
Who are these people?
Wide receivers coach for Oregon.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that too.
Yeah.
Did he come from Georgia with Dan Lanning?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Number 6 is our very own beloved Marcus Davis of the Auburn Tigers.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That man put in work.
That's crazy.
But whoever, I wonder where Aldridge is. I got to look up that.
I was just about to ask that question.
Okay, I'm gonna look up that. Everybody, hold on tight. Everybody, I'm gonna look up and find out what Aldridge is. Okay.
I was like, where's Aldridge?
Yeah. Number 7, Al Washington, Notre Dame. Number 8, I can see this. Trey Scott, defensive line coach for Georgia.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Number 9, Donovan Raiola. Yeah, I can see this. No, Nebraska. He is. Remember the dude, the quarterback Raiola flipped from Georgia to Nebraska, the 5-star quarterback.
Yeah. That's him.
Line coach. That was his. That's his nephew.
Oh, okay. That's family. That's nepotism.
Yeah,
that's nepotism. That's nepotism right there. That's what that is. But it's all nepotism. That's it. That's exactly what it is. That's fine. That'll work. That'll work. Whatever will make it happen.
Phil Trey-Tween is number 5, offensive line coach for Penn State.
Really?
He's number 10.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now let me see if I can find your boy Aldridge right quick.
Yeah,
okay, Jeremy Garrett was number 17.
Well, he ain't there no more.
Yeah, he ain't there no more.
He in the NFL now. He in Jacksonville in the NFL.
Man, where's Aldridge? Aldridge.
That's a great question. He get DJ Barber and DeMarcus Riddick and Joe Phillips. I mean, come on now. Man. Come on now. Them names. I mean, come on. Come on now.
Aldridge is not even in the top 25, bro.
He ain't in the top 25, and he got 3 of the top 10 players in the state of Alabama. Come on, man.
Yeah, who made this list? Hey, man, you got
who made this list?
What this is telling me is you got to be a dog on this recruiting trail to get in. You know what I'm saying?
But he got 3 of the top 10 linebackers in the state of Alabama.
He ain't in the top 50, bro.
Son, who made this list? Who made this list?
24/7 made this list, man.
24/7 made this list, and they put and 3 of the people he recruited. Let me just look at it. According to 24/7, Joe Phillips is number 10 in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Marcus Riddick is number 6 in the state of Alabama. So he recruited 2 of the top 10 linebackers in the state of Alabama. And he's not a top 25, 30 recruiter.
I guess not, man. But you see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got some dogs in front of him, though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Willie Martinez was on Tennessee staff. He back on Tennessee staff? I didn't know that. So, bro, look at all these people. You got Dale McGee from Georgia ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people. Man, you got a lot of Georgia cats ahead of him. Dante Williams. You know, Tennessee, Rodney Gardner ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? These you got to put in work to get on this list, man. Good Lord. Yeah. Well, Randy Shannon is on Florida State staff.
Wait, Randy Shannon, the dude from University of Miami, Randy?
Yeah, he's on Florida State staff. He's a co-defense coordinator.
And he gotta be like 60.
Hey man, Randy's still making money, man. He
gotta be like 60.
Pete Golden, Ole Miss.
Oh my God. Don't let Alabama fans say that. Don't let Alabama fans say that.
Notable names, man. Freddie Roach, Alabama.
Yeah, Freddie Roach. Speaking of
Yeah,
Freddie
you know
Roach,
what
Freddie
I'm
Roach
saying?
was the defensive line coach for KD Hill.
Alabama.
Yeah, he was KD Hill's defensive line coach when he was at Ole Miss. Go check that out on the Water Cool Talk podcast.
Yeah, that's
YouTube
right,
channel.
man. I did.
KD Hill.
Man, that was a good interview.
Yeah,
That was an awesome interview.
It's a
man.
great interview.
Yeah,
Great dude, man. Great dude.
Check that out, man. From the state of Alabama, from Union Springs, Alabama.
Yep. Went to you follow.
Nemesis. You know what I'm saying?
What do you follow?
Yeah, man. That was a good interview. All right, Nick. Yeah, so we getting y'all recruiting stuff right now. Catch y'all up on recruiting stuff. Next, Nick, have you heard? Auburn adds Maurice Harris and Kenyatta Watson to the off-field staff.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I know nothing or not much about these two guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I heard Kenyatta, I thought it was a female. Yeah, and that's no. And I'm not trying to be funny, but when I heard the name, I was like, "All right, who's that?" I know one of them is from Atlanta. It's from the Atlanta area, if I'm not mistaken.
You know something? That's Kenyatta Watson.
That's all. I don't know much more. That's it. So if you can enlighten me about this young man, it'd be great.
Yeah, for sure, man. But he was he's formerly of Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Before that, he was let me see what I got. Georgia Tech, Florida State. Oh, so he's gonna be working in recruiting. And let me look at this job. Nick, I need to get into this sports stuff. And get me a job. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this title. Director of Recruiting Research Strategy. Nick, what is that?
I'm gonna tell you. I think this has to do with a lot about NIL. So I think a lot of recruiting, because you know, Hugh Freeze love recruiting.
Sure.
You know that. Yeah. So I think a lot of building. I think right now, they are actually recruiting for the class of 2027.
Okay.
So they are trying to. Yeah, they 3 years ahead. Okay. So I think they need more people. I think you need more off-field staff people that's actually able to go and see these people, these guys that are in the 9th, 8th, 9th grade, to see where they can project to. Because you're trying to build relationships with them, their families, and trying to get them to understand, look, this is where we want you at. And the earlier you touch them, the earlier you get to them, the more likely they are to commit to your school. So basically, you got a lot of universities that's putting a lot of time, effort, and money into the off-field stuff because they're projecting down the road for their future, and it's all about the money. It's all about the money,
sir.
Too. So.
Yes, sir. And I think you kind of hit on it, but I think what Hugh Freeze is doing is freeing himself up. He got I never would have thought college football would have a general manager, a GM, and so he got the GM from LSU. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing people off staff to handle recruiting, so that and then he got Knicks to help him on field. So I think that's freeing him up to do more X's and O's stuff, man.
Yeah, it's almost as if they have to run like an NFL team now. It has to be run like an NFL. Absolutely. You have to have a GM. Basically, the head coach. Basically, the head coach is the owner. He has final say so of everything. But the GM is the one that runs the day-to-day operations of what's actually going to happen, so that the head coach can go out and actually put together a plan and not on the week of the game be part of the offensive plan.
Talk about it.
That's all I'm gonna say. But you need somebody that can actually run the day-to-day operations, and having those type of positions available and having those positions on the staff frees up the head coach and the assistant coach to actually go and put in a plan for that week. So and that's what Nick Saban did really well in Alabama, and that's why that's why they call it the machine.
Yes,
that's why they had it the machine, and it ran perfectly, and that's why you always had these. That's why Alabama was always in these. They was either top 5, top 3, top class in recruiting for 10, 11, 12 years in a row because Nick Saban had it. It was a well-oiled machine. So I understand what Hugh Freeze is trying to get to. Is hopefully he can get to it quicker than later, but we'll see what happens though. We'll see.
And man, I know some Auburn fans don't want to hear. I want to hear this. And a lot of Alabama fans don't want to believe this. But the man say he talks to Saban all the time, man. So you can imagine that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so if me and you homeboys and I'm talking to you, man, I'm like, bro, tell me about this structure.
Exactly.
How did you have how did you have your corporation structure? Give me the
Exactly.
structure, man. So that's what he might be doing, is, man, getting that same type of structure in place. Because now you got a GM, you got people over recruiting, you got people over recruiting strategy, you got player personnel people, man. It is. It's more like the NFL, man.
It's an NFL team. It's really like that. You got it. I mean, they really and now that NIL is involved, now they may need somebody that can go in there and understand, all right, this is how much money we have per year. What can we work with? You know, and things like that. Like the one thing I've always noticed is when every time Nick Saban did an interview, he never called it our program. He always said what's best for the organization. He always said that. What's best for the organization? How can you help the organization? And he always ran like a business. Technically, college football is a business. So I mean, it is what it is. So, and that's why he was so successful. So why would you get mad at going and talk to somebody who was very successful at what they did, and then want to be mad because he was at the ops? Come on, man. I'll be we trying to win national championships.
Trying to win.
That's what I'm saying. What y'all talking about? We trying to win. We trying to win national championships here, Auburn. What y'all talking about? Come on, man. Stop that.
Absolutely. So the other guy, man, is Maurice Harris. He was the OC at Jackson State last year, and he was pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the OC at Jackson State.
I see what you're doing, Hugh.
He was with Freeze at Liberty too, man.
I see what
he was doing. A co-OC at Liberty with Freeze, and before that, he was with Freeze at Ole Miss too. So Freeze, man, he's getting all of his guys to get this offense cooking, man. Hopefully we're gonna get this offense cooking, Nick.
I like I stated during the season. I hope he can develop the talent. That's it.
Okay, let's go on talent. I think, and this is we kind of going off, but I gotta talk about this, man, because
go ahead.
I think the offensive line will be better this year than last year.
I hope so. And if they are better, maybe Peyton Thorne looks better. But I'm not advocating that Peyton Thorne is a starting quarterback. I'm not saying that.
There you go.
But all I'm saying is, maybe he looks a little bit better. I don't know.
Now, I know if that running game was what that running game was last year, the running game should be better this year. Okay, because you got
Jarquez Hunter's a game changer.
Yeah, you got Jarquez Hunter. Think about this though, man. You got Connor Lew, who was good, freshman All-American, was good at center his freshman year. That man done been in the weight room, man, the whole all season. He's gotten SEC reps under his belt. He's gonna be a dog, man. So you got the center of that offense anchored. All right. You got Dylan Wade moving inside because you get the big. Man, you see the guy they got from Mississippi State in the transfer portal, man?
No, I didn't actually. What was he like? What, 6'8", 6'9"?
Yes. So they got a true tackle for the left side.
Can he move though? Can he bend? Can he move? Is he athletic?
I don't think
his ankle small.
Sack last year, man.
He didn't allow a sack.
I don't think he allowed a sack last year. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look it up. Maybe he allowed one. Maybe. But I'll look it up. I'll look up his stats.
He got to be able to bend. He got to be able to bend. He got to be able to move.
I know.
He got to be able to kick step. He got to be able to kick step.
But see, by virtue of getting this guy, you move Dylan Wade inside to his true position as guard. Then you got Connor Lew. Man, the left side of that line, bro, is like you make that automatically better by Connor Lew getting another year. Moving Dylan Wade into his position he's going to play in the NFL and going out and getting a true left tackle with SEC experience. That left line, okay. Then go to the right side. What's my man name was on the outside, man?
Too tall.
Too tall. Yeah. He struggled last year. But okay,
I'm telling you, them tackles got to be able to bend and move, and he couldn't bend and move a little bit. Like you got to be able to bend at the waist, bend at the knees. You got to be able to kick step. You got to be quick, man. You got to have quick feet. And I don't think he had that type of movement. But hey, man, hopefully with an off season, maybe get in the weight room, slim down a little bit, get a little bit more leaner. Man, he might be a problem. He might be a problem.
He should, right? He's with too tall. He struggled last year, but he should be better. He hopefully hope to God he's not stagnant like some of our old offensive line was they'll come back the next year and it's like, okay, we got everybody's back, and it'll be the same thing.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So hopefully, if he improves, and then at that right guard spot, man, you got so many different options. You got Muskrat. You got my man out of Selma, Alabama. What's my man name?
I honestly don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Selma, Alabama, man. Hold up.
I'm low key kind of like.
He got Jeremiah, man.
Jeremiah. Not Jeremiah Wright. I was about to say Jeremiah Wright. It is Jeremiah Wright.
Yeah, Jeremiah Wright, man.
I'm thinking of what's name pastor. My bad. I'm thinking of pastor. You remember Obama's pastor, President Obama's pastor. I think his name was Jeremiah Wright. I think that's what it was. That's who I was thinking of when you said that. I was like, wait, what he got to do with this? I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Talk about wait a minute, where he come from? Where he come from? But nah, I know who you talking about. I know who you talking about. I was like, wait a minute.
Out, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
I was like, where he come from?
What is Obama pastor? Nick, why did you think Obama pastor?
That's the first thing that came to mind when you said that. When you said Wright, I was like, Jeremiah Wright, like the dude from like his pastor. Like, what you got to do with it? I don't know why that came to my head. I don't know why that came to my head. That's the first thing I thought of.
Let me reach that, man. You got tears in my eyes. Jeremiah Wright. Jeremiah Wright on this offensive line as guard. You got you got to think they're going to be going back and forth. Jeremiah Wright, Muskrat, he can kick out the tackle if we need him to. You got to think about Sender. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the 5-star guy they got in at offensive guard they got coming in. So they got a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
I think the offensive line should be better, man. So I'm thinking the run game is going to be better, man. So if the run game is going to be better, then I'm hoping, please, Jesus of Nazareth, the offensive receiving, we know the tight end game is going to be better.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the tight ends.
Right. Tight end game is going to be better because my man has
about the tight ends.
He's had another year in the SEC, playing in the SEC at tight end. Then we get the guy out of Maryland, another athletic tight end, and I'm gonna keep saying it, Nick, the same way you blowing the trumpet for the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, the same way you blowing the trumpet for the quarterback from the Kansas City Chiefs. I said, why are you looking like that?
Well, hold on, because I know how I feel about Patrick Mahomes.
Right. I'm not saying the greatest of all times. No,
I was about to say. No, I didn't say.
No, he's not the greatest tight end of all times. But I'm saying you kind of carrying that torch. I'm carrying the Brandon Frazier flag.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Brandon Frazier, if you out there, man. Brandon, if you out there, Brandon, I need you to show up for me, man. I'm like, really, like, somebody need to add Brandon Frazier, man, and get him on the show, man. Because I'm like, I'm thinking this guy is that him, man. I'm thinking he's him.
You know what?
Brandon Frazier is that dude, man.
You know what? It's something that you see. Because a lot of people got at me because I said Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback that ever played the game of football.
Okay.
He proved it. But this is the thing. If you see something in Brandon Frazier saying that he's that dude, I can't deny that. I just don't see it right now. Maybe I see it this year. Because and to be honest with you, it's no slight against Brandon Frazier. I just haven't seen him play enough. I just haven't seen him play enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I have seen, I can tell you this. I mean, normally when the ball is thrown in his direction, he doesn't drop it.
Absolutely.
I can tell you that.
So Hugh, why is he not getting more touches, Hugh? The man's not dropping the ball.
I can tell you that. And then also I'll say this too, man. A tight end is a mismatch problem for defense. Yes, we saw that in the Super Bowl with Kittle and with Kelce.
Yes, man.
If you have a big, strong, athletic, fast tight end, it is a problem for any defense.
And I was talking about Fairweather earlier, but it's like, bro, if you got Fairweather, and I guess because you didn't have receiver stepped up, just like you said, Fairweather had to play out of position a lot. I think me and you and Marcus had this discussion before that Fairweather had to play out of position a lot. So man, if you have Fairweather and Brandon Frazier, a 6'7", tight end, man,
Mm-hmm.
6'7" tight end in the middle, man, with them two in the middle, and then you got
Yep.
a Cam Coleman on the outside.
Yeah, I agree. It
Oh
should
my
be
God, man, we
you
should be cooking, Nick. Somebody talk to me and tell me if Auburn, am I off, man? Seems like Auburn should be cooking.
Yeah, as long as you have a quarterback, that's all that matters.
Jesus.
As long as you have a quarterback, that's all.
All right, Nick. Speaking of quarterbacks, man, talk to me about when the quarterback gonna start practicing, man. Because every time when people bring quarterback, it kind of bring me down a little bit.
So spring practice is coming up. Have y'all heard? Spring practice actually starts, if I'm not mistaken. This is spring practice starting next week. No,
what?
Is it next week? Is it next week?
Okay.
Yes, spring practice start next week, February 27th.
Okay.
So February 27th, 28th, 29th. They'll have spring practice, and I think they're taking off for spring break the first week of March.
Okay.
And then every other day, starting March 12th, there'll be practice every other day. All the way up until AD game. So they have 15 practices within that schedule. A lot of times what they're allowed. So the 12th, 14th, 16th, 19th, 21st, 23rd, 26th, 28th, 30th of March, and then April 2nd, 4th, and of course, it all culminates with the A-Day game on April 6th at Jordan-Hare Stadium. So it's gonna be a great game, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited to see coming out of spring practice. What I'm excited to see, who's gonna be the quarterback? Who's gonna be in the league going into the summer for the quarterback? Me personally, I just hope it ain't Peyton Thorne. But we're gonna see what happened, though. We're gonna see what happened. And we're gonna see what happened, man. We gotta see what happened. Hank Brown, he threw his name in the hat. He had a great, couple of drives. So I'm excited to see what happened with this, man. A lot of talent upgrade, and then the opportunity to actually add more talent when the portal open again. So we'll see what happens. What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking, man, Hank Brown. From what I saw, man, he really looked poised in the pocket, and people were saying, "Well, okay, it was the last part of the game, man, and they didn't play their defense." I saw a poised individual when I
agree with you there.
I saw some good throws, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes quarterbacks have problems throwing against air. This dude, he was doing it in games, man. He was landing on the receivers, dude. So I'm looking forward to Hank Brown. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of this portal window in the spring that I'm not saying we are, but I wouldn't be surprised that at the end of the window if a quarterback is out there, we picked up a quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Man, give Jackson Barkley a try. That man can throw the ball. Give Jackson Barkley a try. That man can throw the ball, man. What y'all talking about? You got him on the sideline right there, number 18. Let's give him a chance, man. Let's go. Jackson Barkley, baby. And I'm being
Jackson
serious.
Barkley did an interview on Nick Them channel, man.
Throw the ball, man. I'm trying to tell y'all that man can
Are
sling.
you just saying that because he did an interview on your channel, or can he really throw the ball?
But that man can throw the ball, man. That man can sling it. That man can sling it. He need opportunity. He need opportunity, man. Get that man a chance. Not just be on scout team. Let that man go up against the ones. See what happens.
So that was good. Another good interview, man. We're gonna get Nick on the Emmy Awards list,
man.
Jackson Barkley was on Nick Them channel. He's a walk-on quarterback for Auburn. Check that interview out. That was a great interview too, man.
Great guy.
I got some good interviews over there, Nick.
Man,
Nick, is there anything else, man, we need to know? Have you heard, man? I think we kind of covered everything. Anybody in the chat? Anything we missed?
That's it, man.
You need to let us know, man.
We just coming home. We just coming home. That's it. We coming home, man.
Oh, Nick. Okay, this is the last thing. We're gonna get out here. Nick, what did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show?
Thought it was one of the greatest halftime shows I've ever seen. And I don't even know why people were hating on it, man. I thought that was a great. People was like, it was all over the place and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was actually pretty good. It was really good. It was a really good halftime show. It's not the greatest, one of the greatest. The greatest halftime show I've ever seen was Prince when it started raining. He was singing Purple Rain. It's the greatest halftime show I've ever seen. Greatest
Yes.
Greatest halftime show I've ever seen. I actually did not see Michael Jackson's halftime show.
That was awesome too.
I wasn't born. That's what it was.
That's part of the problem with some of the people with the Usher thing.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell them.
I was talking to them, and it's like kind of like out of their range. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know, and of course, like we had this discussion too, Usher doesn't get the accolades he deserves.
Does
You know what
not.
I'm saying? So yeah,
Does
so
not.
we got that too. All that's going, man. So, but that's chat. Let's put this: who performed the best at the Super Bowl that you've ever seen? I got to go with Nick. Prince.
Yeah, I think
Michael Jackson
Prince
was good too. The only thing about the Michael Jackson thing,
he stood there for like 2 minutes and do nothing.
I
I saw the video. I saw the replay.
listen, man.
Video.
Michael Jackson can do that, and you know what's awesome about that thing when Michael Jackson just stand out there for 2 minutes like that and doesn't. It's like the crowd just they start going crazy and it just goes to like an insane level. And it's like the man is not even moving.
He ain't moving. He just sitting there, just standing there.
Yeah, but the only thing about Michael Jackson performance is, if I remember correctly, it wasn't at night.
No, it was doing today. It was doing today.
Yeah, so that I think took away from his performance because you didn't get to see the lights, the pyrotechnics. You didn't
you didn't get to see the
fireworks.
Actual,
so it wasn't. You didn't get a full experience with it being
the
in
production side.
If I'm not mistaken, Nick, you say you saw it, and we're gonna get off here, man. But you say you saw it. Was not Michael Jackson on top of the scoreboard when the thing started?
Yeah, there were different Michael Jacksons, right? He had people that.
I'm just saying, man. Just the
was not,
Michael Jackson was on the scoreboard, man.
No, that was not him. That was not him. And Michael Jackson is not. He ain't got that much money.
That was Michael
Jackson.
Money Michael Jackson was on the scoreboard, Nick.
That was somebody else. That was dressed in.
I don't care if it was somebody dressed. He was on the scoreboard.
I guess. It is what it is. But no, man, I'm gonna put, if I had to rank it, I'm gonna go top 5. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go Bruno Mars. 4, I'm gonna go Beyonce. 3, I'm going Usher. 2, I'm gonna go Michael. Actually, 2 is a tie between Michael and then the one that Coldplay did it was Coldplay, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce.
That's what I was about to say. I thought Bruno Mars was in one with Beyonce.
No, he was, but he also did it by himself 1 year too.
Okay, I'm about to like wreck your top 5, Nick. I'm gonna
go ahead. And then number 1 is Prince. Okay.
Okay. Where do you put
Dre?
Yes.
See, and everybody,
come on, Nick, man.
Everybody tells me like that was a classic one too. That was a classic one too. If I'm going back and re-ranking it, because I'm gonna be completely honest with you, forgot about that one a little bit.
I know you did.
I forgot about it a little bit. But this is what I would say. Let me re-rank it. Let me re-rank them now. They definitely top 5.
Come on, Nick. Talk to me.
I'm gonna have to put them. I'm gonna have to time at 5 with Bruno.
Really?
Yeah, okay. I'm just not this, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why. I didn't really get into West Coast. I didn't really get into the West Coast until I got older.
I understand. Yeah,
a lot of my stuff was a lot of my stuff was just was Atlanta based, Alabama, Florida, the South. And then it went up the East Coast, and that's when that's when I discovered Jay-Z, and I was like, oh, that's my favorite rapper. And then that's when I was like, okay, the West Coast, I like that, but it wasn't the first thing that I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that time it was like the West Coast was running stuff. You know what I'm saying? At that era, and those era of people, that was it, man. West Coast, Georgia rapping wasn't even on the map.
Exactly. Very true. Very true. Very true.
Oh man, yeah. And I man, one for y'all, man. One I really enjoyed, and I know people gonna be like, DC, what? Okay. The one I really enjoyed was the Katy Perry one, man. I really enjoyed
it. Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. When Katy Perry was on the
was she
that was that a Lions when she was on the Lions?
It was a Lion, yeah. Yeah, it was a Lion. She did that.
Chad, what's y'all number 1 Super Bowl? And we're gonna get out of here. Nick, where can they find you, man? You know what I'm saying?
We are the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the coolest podcast in your ear, man. We here in these YouTube streets every Wednesday, man. Go check us out on the Water Cooler Talk Podcast YouTube channel, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and comment on the channel, man. We just putting out a lot of dope stuff, man. We're just trying to get out there so people can see us. But, man, we enjoy doing it, man. So make sure y'all tune in with us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. every Wednesday. The show drops. So thank y'all so much, man. We appreciate you.
That's what's up, man. And I am DC Wolf. We are at Auburn __ at Auburn _ Addicts on all platforms, man. We're posting on all of them, but we want you to join our YouTube channel and our YouTube community. Get us over these 500 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Nick gonna be on here every week, man, doing this. Have you heard? Catching you up, man. We're trying to be the best show on YouTube, man. That's man. So if you got any suggestions, hit us in the comments, man. We'll answer you. Maybe. No, we'll try to answer you. Yeah, y'all stay with us, man. We're gonna go through spring, man. We're gonna go through summer. We're gonna go through, get on the season. We're gonna do some live call-ins. Subscribe.
Man, we should, man. I'm gonna be we gotta figure out
what you got, Nick. Talk to me.
We gotta figure out a way to get to some of these games. We gotta figure out some kind of way that we can live stream or broadcast from some of these games. So
absolutely, man. Yeah. At least, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what we're going to try to do is like have a live broadcast after the game and have a call-in event show. So if we lose, y'all can call in and cry. And we'll listen to y'all. Listen to y'all cry about Auburn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
You know, so those are, you know, hopefully, you know, we can get that going. Those are going to be some exciting shows coming to fall. Lord willing, we all make it. You know what I'm saying? But for Nick Frazier, I am DC Wolf. We are Auburn Addicts. We appreciate y'all coming through. I want to say War Eagle to everybody. Nick,
War Eagle.
As the kids with the motorcycles pass by in my neighborhood. I'm out here in the country, man. Motorcycles. All right, man. We'll holler at y'all. See y'all next time on